Our verse today is Matthew chapter 6, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Jesus is speaking within the context of the Sermon on the Mount. Here he speaks about treasure. Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal, but lay them up in heaven where they will be safe. But to what kind of treasure is Jesus referring? Thesaurus in Greek means treasury, treasure box, or treasure house, or a storehouse. It is a place where you keep things safe. In ancient times, treasure referred to wealth, valuable possessions. We find in the book of 2 Kings how Hezekiah showed off his possessions in his treasure house to envoys from Babylon. And Hezekiah welcomed them, and he showed them all his treasure house, the silver, the gold, the spices, the precious oil, his armory, all that was found in his treasure houses. There was nothing in his house or in all his realm that Hezekiah did not show them. 2 Kings chapter 20 verse 13. His possessions for him were a reflection of God's blessings and prosperity. And that was how treasure was viewed in the Old Testament. Read Genesis chapter 43 verse 23, 1 Chronicles chapter 29 verse 3, Proverbs 15 verse 16. Treasure was something of great value. In this sense, it could refer to even moral or spiritual virtue. It could even refer to a human being. God calls Israel his treasured possession. Exodus 19:5, Psalm 135 verse 4. Jesus in our verse recognizes that understanding of treasure and then makes a difference between earthly and heavenly treasure. Earthly treasure is transient, corruptible, destructible, and mortal. But the heavenly treasure is permanent, incorruptible, indestructible, and immortal. It will endure forever. Heavenly treasure will amount to cultivating moral and spiritual virtues here on earth that will earn us a place in heaven. When one sets his heart on earthly treasure, he or she is distracted by those possessions and could even make them objects of worship. Their hearts are set on them. Sometimes, when we see how people exhibit their possessions in places where many other people struggle to get a meal daily, you ask if people really get their priorities right. Their hearts are set on those things, and so they are blinded to the needs of others around them. Politicians think of their pockets and what they can earn at the expense of the poor masses. It is even more saddening when so-called men of God show off their wealth and possessions in a church or in a country where the majority live below poverty lines. We need a change of heart to set our priorities right. Lord, help us develop moral and spiritual virtues that will earn us a place in your kingdom. Amen. God bless you and enjoy the rest of the day.